The biggest scam in automation right now is done for you templates. Everyone's selling them, everyone's buying them, and they almost never work. And not for reasons that you think, but we will go through this in this video. So there is a very big difference in the pitch and the reality. And I see this every single day, right? I go consult with many people on a daily basis. I talk to clients, I talk to people in the industry. I see it in Upwork job applications. I see it in conversations. It's just everywhere, right? There's a big need of, hey, I need a builder to do this. No templates, and explicitly say it. Now, there's a place for it, which we'll go through in the end of, towards the end of this video. But for now, let's just get this across the line and let's really hammer this home, hopefully. So the pitch that you always see on Facebook, on social media, everything, right? These gurus buy this pre-made Zapier make template, N8N is a huge one. You know, I have a team of agents. I'll give you the whole template and you just implement it and launch the agency tomorrow. But it nearly never works, right? You either burn satisfaction ratings from customers, burn the business, and then you have a limited lifespan between, you know, how long can you sustain this reputational damage, or it just won't work in general, right? It's a very stock standard, implement and done, you know, next client. But clients don't care about these templates. They want the systems mapped to the exact funnel, the sales process and their ops. And every business has different bottlenecks, which templates don't solve. And it does blow my mind that people can just take the assumption that they have a singular template and all they need to do is just sign a client and then implement and done. Give me the money, right? 1 minute, grab the template, import it into the workspace, invoice done, check, you know, laugh into the bank. But like how, really ask yourself how with all these businesses. So people obviously fall for it because the new founders want these shortcuts, right? The templates feel like a certainty. They look pretty. And there's a reason, really ask yourself, there is a reason why they are not a simple 3-4 step process, right? Why do they not look like this? Why is it box after box after box? And why is it a very long, complex flow, you know, and it'll always bends because it's got to fit on the screen, right? And really put on your marketing hat and say, okay, I've done enough boxes. Really put on your hat and say, why does it look like this and not like this? Because I can tell you, majority of businesses fixes can be done relatively short, right? So they feel like certainty. They allow you to sort of say, hey, this looks big and complicated. I'm so glad I didn't do it. This is the certain path. And influencers push them because the margins are insane, right? We can build these one things. For example, I have 80 different customized templates that I've used, not templates, but I've used for clients that now sit in the make.com account, right? So I built these, you know, 6 months ago. I could pull them out, just say, hey, here is a HR, you know, resume assessment automation flow. Attach, done, sell it. I built this 6 months ago and I could still, you know, implement this revenue and I could sell these things for, I don't know, $10 a pop. So they are insanely easy because we've already built these, especially people who are in the industry, they can build them. And what's even worse now is you can use ChatGPT to build what looks like it will work, but it really does not work. So the result is that people spend more on templates than they make for clients. And that's the hard fact. So the harsh truth is templates don't sell for you. Templates don't close clients. Templates don't tie back to revenue, right? So it gives you a false sense of progress because you're avoiding the real work. And this is where the main downfall is if you just put that amount of time and effort into doing it proper way, or if you're starting an agency and you really don't know how to do it, then, we can hire a builder, you can put frameworks in place, you can sort of consult with your own internal staff on how to do certain things. You'll have some productized systems, not templates, productized systems that are acting as if templates, but it's never 100%. So for an example, you start an agency and then you've got this template and you're like, done. Like, I don't need to learn how to sell. I don't need how to close out clients. I don't need to learn how an automation ties to business. All I need to know is I have this template. I go to businesses, I show them a picture and give a very quick spiel, the spiel I read on the ad, and then I try to sell it. And that is pretty much the whole template industry. And when you're in the moment, people don't really often think about this. They're sort of, oh yeah, I've got a template, this is awesome, but they never actually stop to think, okay, if I approached you for like $2,000, would you purchase this? Right? So it's doing one of two things as well. It's also bringing the annual the cost of, it's a double-edged sword. So we have the cost of automation, right, is going down because all these people are trying to sell implemented, automations. I see lead generation systems all the time. It's like $99. I'll give you a full lead generation system that delivers 1,000 emails to your inbox. And then all of a sudden you have clients like, why can't you do it for $99? This guy does it for $99. And it drives the value down over time. Yeah. It's the value in time. So the second thing it also does is, in a positive inverse effect, is it increases the value over time for customize, right? Actual customize, which is great because the business I'm in, we're still, there's still some degree of productization, but it's more customized to the solution. So it's sort of it's bad and good for if you can, capture those leads and fall into this category. But the point is, people are just starting agencies nowadays and they're just relying on these templates. I'll spend, $100. I'll get 50 templates from this guy that, does automation and I'm sweet, right? But it really, yeah. So I've seen agencies spend like $5,000 on template bundles. They've started agencies, and I've spoken to a few people, and they've brought bundles. They went down the path of, I'll start an agency, I'll buy a bundle, and then I'll sell it. It's a quick path, right? It's instant. And that's what they thought. But they don't land a single client. 5 months in, 0 clients, because they skipped the most important part. They skipped the business knowledge, understanding how revenue or how automation ties to revenue, and how to close clients and sell. Like, it's repetition. Repetition. Yeah, I was gonna say reputation. But the person selling the automations is making $50,000 a month because they know how to sell. Not the templates. Think about it. They're not building the templates. They may have even got the templates from friends or other AI agencies. It could be like my case, maybe they had some and they just grabbed it and then sell it. And this really proves the point that the selling is one of the most important factors, the selling and the marketing, where people are buying these templates and they're not learning these selling and marketing traits, which then in turn gives them 0 results and gives the person selling these templates maximum results. So what actually works is building custom systems tied to revenue levers. Revenue levers are stuff like lead generation. They are stuff like sales calls, onboarding. What else have we got? Payroll systems, in a sense, because we can drop cost for employees. So an example of this is, instead of a generic CRM automation, you want to show how the system books 15% more calls, right? The clients don't pay for the speed, they pay for the growth. So people buy these templates and then they're like, yeah, I'll get it implemented tomorrow, and that's my selling point. But if you can prove, the growth, the revenue levers, often clients are very happy to wait. 1 month to 2 months, they're completely fine. There's been cases where I've personally gone to businesses and said I'll take about 3 weeks to implement this large system, and they've gone, oh, that's pretty quick. That's awesome. I was expecting months. So, they pay for the growth. They understand I'm going to get X percentage, and they pay for waiting, really. So the real shortcut isn't the templates, but it's borrowing the proven frameworks and customizing them live for the client. So when we do our sales calls, right, we're talking and we're going through the calls. At the end of it, we should be saying, okay, I've got an idea. I think we can use this. Then I've got built one of these for a client, or I've got this build that I think would go really well. Can I just show you? And then that's where you sort of bring out, it's meant to be a bag. You bring out the flow and you tell them, I think this will work. What do you think of this? And then this becomes a framework, not a sell. You don't sell the whole thing. It becomes the framework, right? It's where you're fast and relevant, and it closes the deals and keeps the retainers. So in doing this, they say, yeah, I think that's pretty close to what I'm looking for. Let's just do this and then do I'm thinking maybe we just need to adjust it a little bit to tweak it. And you say, yeah, that's completely fine. We're going to adjust these few points, point A and B on this. This is just a template to show you, the basis. And from there, we can actually lean on these revenue levers like we just discussed in the previously. And this is where the real power comes from templates. It's not selling the 100% templates, but it's selling the 90%, which is in turn a productized service after that. So if you've been tricked into buying templates, it's not your fault. But now you know the money is made in solving the real client's problems, not stacking cookie cutter workflows. So if you win in automation, you can't do templates. Use templates not as a one or be all, but as a starting ground, as a framework for the clients. So I hope that helped clarifies a lot of things around this industry. And if you have any questions, all my socials are below. I do have all these frameworks in my school community, which is also below. And if you want to work or have a chat with myself or the team, the link is in the description. So have a great day.